So annoying. But whatever. All good. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. See, we're back. I just
Yay!
rebooted the whole thing and gonna restart and okay. My bad. I swear to God, it's gonna be like the long day just got longer. That's what happened. That's what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Oh.
I'm back. Frustrated but back. My computer is like hates me sometimes. Like with this my Wi-Fi. I have like Wi-Fi signal issues from where I listen. So whatever, it'll just restart. It'll be take 2 of this and whatever, blah blah blah. All right, where were we? I was about to get a flow and then I just got tripped. Oh, okay. All right. So the the anti-cheat thing, right? And all the stuff that Eki amazingly responded to. She researched today. So, all right, rant. Woo, you got it. Rant. Okay, rant. All right. So, for those of you that don't know, let me bring it up to speed first. Let's just research. I don't know if you guys heard about this. There's, when you download the PC version of the game, there is a warning that comes up to let you know now, like you have to agree to something in order to launch the game. Which I can probably show you on here. Actually, you can see my screen, so I'll just I'll actually show you. Oh crap, we're doing a dig. I'm missing. Am I missing a dig? Hold on, guys. I keep missing these things. I don't get any credit for any of this stuff because I'm always talking while I'm doing these things. Let me just come over here and actually like. Did we take it? Are we taking it? What's going on? Are we waiting for a bank? I don't know. I'll wait for everybody to start destroying. Normally I don't care, but it's worth like experience, so for battle cards. So I do like to get these destruction of these buildings. All right, so I don't know if you guys heard. I'll show you after this because I was going to reboot and show you. But when you have a PC version, when you go to relaunch the game, there's actually a little box that comes up and it asks you to agree to like something that you're going to launch the game. That just started. I think I don't know how long it's been doing that for. Maybe a week, 2 weeks, something like that. Okay. So. Apparently that is from this program that's been added into the game, and it was called like this anti-cheat kernel, whatever, that's been added to the game. Now, I guess it's supposed to prevent people from cheating on things, like digs, where people use like robotic programs or bots to automatically click things, do like the robo clickers. And things on, different things or however they read it, macros. You can have a computer, you can have AI, actually read what's happening on your screen and help you get through a program. So they also have that. This program that was put in, everybody's freaking out about. Because I guess they're saying that, not only does it not work, because apparently, I don't know, listen, whether it works or it doesn't work, I will tell you this much. If somebody is using a robot to get digs, and somebody is using a robot to win things, like these little competitions that we have, like, I'll tell you what, I'll give you a perfect example. A robot. So we have this high noon game now, and I'll even show you what it looks like. So it looks like this. This is what the high noon game looks like. And you do the bullets, and you line the bullets up, and then you shoot it, and I think I did this already, right? I think I did this live when you guys first saw this, right? And then you kill the person or whatever. When you get to the end, and it shows you the rankings, The person always did it in like two hits in 3.7 seconds. It always seemed like so ridiculous how quick and how high it was that I felt like it was a computer like program doing it. Here's what I felt though. I also looked at like what on earth do you
No.
get for this? Like what are the rewards? Like typically ranking rewards, as you can see here, it's 20 blue RSS. Do I give a crap if I don't get this? I mean, honestly, it's 20 blue. They're not gold. They're blue. Do I care? No. Do I care for if somebody beats me in frontline? No. Look at the rewards. Look at the rewards. Like, what am I going to do? Am I going to try to cheat to get 20 blue RSS? Come on, guys. I mean, if it's like season rewards or something like that, maybe. But, like, you're not going to get me all fired up over 20 RSS. It's just not going to move the needle for me. What do you... I'm right here. So everybody's freaking out about this, and I just don't care enough to if the bot is doing it or not. Now, the bigger thing that people were trying to point out was, hey, this software is being put on your computer and it's stealing your data, or it's going in and stealing some stuff, your pictures, blah blah, whatever they're saying. Now, Eki, luckily, has done research on this and maybe can speak more from facts about that. So right now, I'm not really going to get into that. What I like I think you get into a lot of things that people feel and have a problem with a lot of these things, right? Is the government spying on me? Is, like, who's looking at my stuff, my data? People are stealing my stuff. Some of you, if you have TikTok on your phone, then really this argument is not to be had, because TikTok's probably stealing your stuff as well. Google, if you use Google to do searches, I got to tell you, Google knows all the things that you search out there. So they have all that program stuff identified to you. They know that stuff. If you have a phone like I don't care if you have an Apple phone, you have a Samsung phone, then they probably track your stuff. Who knows? They have your text messages. They have who knows what they have. All the data that they're currently doing, and they break. All I know is AWS from Amazon got hacked into, and their security is way better than mine. So if somebody wanted to, break in and steal my stuff, I'm quite sure anybody could take it, because I'm not going to have security better than AWS does. And I have TikTok on my phone. Newsflash, like, I'm not the guy, I guess, that's going to be overly concerned. I take a certain understanding that my privacy is risk. I own a Tesla car. There's a camera in the car. I'm quite sure if I look at other car makers, they're putting cameras in the car to watch the drivers as well. Tesla's a U.S. company, by the way. But they may be stealing my image from me while I'm driving. I don't know. In order to upgrade my technology in life, in order to do that, I have to put certain things at risk. Is it right? Is it wrong? I don't know. I just feel like everybody's opinion on it is probably different. And I really don't have any problem with whatever your opinion is on that. I would say that it is what it is. What I do have a problem with, though, and this is like...
I have one.
Yeah, go ahead.
May I?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so to add to yours, I think maybe a way to look at it would be impact. So your data being out there and the way it's being used has low impact for you. So that means it's that risk and reward balance. Whereas for others, maybe the impact is higher, so that could change how much stress it puts on them. So it's about impact on self. So now you can continue.
Okay. No,
Back to ranting.
No. That's good. Please interject at any time, please. So here's what I say. So the big thing was that the news of the day. Dirk Diggler made a video that's out there that you can watch that like he's quitting the game, like or he's quitting now. He's not doing stuff because they installed this out there on the PC, and uh, you know, whatever. He's not making videos anymore. Blah blah blah. I don't know. Like, it's funny because other people have made a video pointing out that Dirk Diggler was actually had conversations with the developers, and he was in good grace with developers. And now he's not necessarily having good grace to developers. I don't know. I just know that there's an awful lot of finger pointing going on with a lot of people that make content on YouTube about whether they talk to developers, they don't talk to, they're sitting in meetings with developers or not sitting in meetings. You know who's not in meetings with developers? This guy. I can tell you that. You know who doesn't give a crap about being in a meeting with a developer? This guy. You know who's not upset about spending the amount of money that I spent on this game and not getting back some kind of say in the direction that we move? This guy. I've spent a bunch of money. I spent, so all these people, these whales, VIP teens that are telling you like, oh, they're leaving the game. All this money's being leaving the game. They're angry. They're quitting. They're blah, 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 whatever. The way I see it is I think people with a lot of money want to feel more important than they really are. And I don't think they're needed. I don't think they're needed. I don't think I'm needed. I don't think we're needed. A matter of fact, I think if you ask the free-to-play and low spenders around this game, they actually would prefer this game without the whales in it. They would prefer this game without the heavy spenders in it. They don't want you in it. They don't want me in it. They'd rather even level the playing field and stop having such this giant separation. The game doesn't necessarily want that because they're making so much money, right? They're making $1 billion. So that's fine. But at the end of the day, you still have an app, you still have a game at this point. This money has made so much money. It's not like, oh yeah, it's going to go to crap now because, 200 people have decided to leave. Like, go ahead, leave. There's still low spenders that are going to spend the money. I can tell you that these low spenders don't want you in the game. They don't want you here. Don't cry on their shoulder because they don't give a crap that you're leaving. So, because you don't give a crap that they're leaving or that it matters, and they're talking to the developers, and the developers are like, screw you, I don't care what you have to say. Oh, how dare you say that? I've given so much money. I'm owed something. You're owed. Listen, I give a bunch of money to this game at this point, right? And I don't feel I'm owed anything. My agreement with this game was I'm playing an app, gave the money for the entertainment, and there was no promises made to me that I'm going to get a say in the development. There was no promise made to me that I'm going to get to build this game myself or be in a meeting or do blah, blah, blah. That was never said. So I don't feel this game owes me anything. I don't feel I have to have say in it or develop it. I feel like the game is doing a fine job as we go from a content perspective. I think that as you look at these earlier servers that are coming in, 1800s, 1900s, that are coming in right now, they're enjoying the game. A matter of fact, they're probably enjoying, I know this is hard to hear for all the people that are in servers, who started from server 1 all the way to server 132 and 150, that you're not that important. Sorry, but guess what? Those people that are in server 1800, 1900 are probably enjoying the game more than we did because they have more content. They have content around this YouTube to show them how to play the game properly, to not spend as much money, to make it further, to understand how to win server wars, and build their teams, and build their squads, and build their gear. We didn't have that. We had to do that on our own. You're like, don't burn your server because you actually need all your server. There's more people that are probably there because people aren't just getting burned out of the game and they're probably having more fun with their servers. So as you look at these thousands, 2000s, there's actually more people in those servers than are in our servers. Because when we first started the game and we're in here, and although we may be the OGs of the game and played this from early on, the people who started playing this game started playing it. They didn't even know what the game was. You got advertised Frontline Breakthrough, and you thought that's what the game was. That's when everybody started downloading this game. Right? Now, as we progress to this point, if you're downloading this game and you've got into this with all the stuff and all the content that's out there, YouTube, Discord, like everything else, you know what's in front of you at this point. You know what the game is about. If not, you're just shutting your eyes and you're like, you're oblivious to what's going on or what can be. But you should know at this point what you're entering into. And sure, the game is all about money. So the other thing is like, oh, these developers, they're money grabbing people. All they care about is money. They don't care about this, that, and the other thing. When has that changed? When has that changed? From the day one when I downloaded this game, they've been every chance they got to price things or make things come out and you had to pay to get money down. You had to pay for Kim. Like, ever since I downloaded this game, it's been a pay-to-play format. That's not news. That's not brand new. Like, that's how it's been. It's a company. They're looking to make money. So, yeah, I think that's what's happening right now. And, I think that, so here's the problem that I have with some of this stuff. Like, even like Dirk Diggler saying now, because he was talking, my understanding, he had conversations with developers. He was doing something, blah, 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 whatever. But what I see a lot going on around here that bothers me is there's a lot of fear mongering going on. Okay, that happens on YouTube. Everybody's getting clicks and they're clickbaiting people to death on fear mongering. Okay, now for all of you out there that don't know what fear mongering actually is, let's take a look. Here's your fear mongering to make money. So fear mongering to make money involves using sensationalized or exaggerated claims of fear to manipulate people into buying a product, service, or taking a particular action. Right? And then you look at how it's done through the media. It's using the headlines and shocking stories to drive engagement and ad revenue, which can lead to distorted perceptions of threats, such as increased crime rates. Their political campaigns use it. There's plenty of people to use it. So by telling you a lot of this stuff and telling you, hey, I'm leaving because the developers are going to do this, they're going to do that, and everybody's going to leave, and they're, look out, they're going to do this to you, and they're doing that to you, and whatever. There's a lot of fear mongering going on. What direction are they taking? Everybody's quitting. Look out, guys. Everybody's quitting. All the people that have money are taking it away from the game. Click, 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 click. And then the following week, I talked to the developers. Everything's okay. Everything's fine now. We're okay. No, nothing to worry about, guys, until the next thing comes up. And then it's like, this roller coaster. Look out. Be careful. Look what they're doing to the game. They're ruining it. They're ruining everything because of this, and this. Oh, now it's okay, guys. Everything's okay. Well, it's it's crazy. Like, it's just this. It's not useful content. Like, it's just to get people the clicks and the views. What I would say to you is, if somebody's upset that this is actually in the app, this program, this anti-click program that's spying on it, what I would ask is, are you still playing the game? That would be my follow-up question to them. Are you still playing the game? Don't talk with your words. Talk with your actions. If you're so bothered by what they're doing to people and how they're stealing all their information or they're downloading whatever, then why are you playing the game? Are you buying the latest pack? Did you just give them more money? Did you just put more money into the game? Yeah, those are actions, right? So all these people that are saying they're walking away, we've already heard. What did I tell you the last time when people asked me about this, about Golden Fighter, that they don't care about or want to talk about? Like, he's another one. Like, then all of a sudden Shaq says, Golden Fighter coming back? Well, there's a surprise. There's a surprise. He got 1 million clicks off of the goodbye video that he made. He's going to go, and then, what? He made an appearance again? That's shocker. That's a shocker. Like, yeah, it's like, it's to attention. Like, it's not going anywhere. And so I don't think Dirk Diggler's going anywhere. I think he made a video that probably got thousands of views to say how he's leaving, you're all in danger, everybody's, lives are going to get burned down and everything's going to get stolen and blah, blah, blah. And I would say, wow, well, if you truly believe that, are you supporting it? Are you supporting the game? That would be just my question back. Because I understand the threat that's there. And by the way, you only have like 8,000 viewers or subscriptions or something like that. That message is more powerful being sent on a 500,000 Last War Discord. If you really wanted to pass the message, put it on the because there is. If you look at anti-cheat, there's a conversation going. It's not like the game has deleted all the comments that people put about the anti-cheat on the Last War Discord. It's out there. Go search it. You see people's opinions on it and what it is, blah, blah, blah. You can start a conversation right on the Last Word Discord. That's where 500,000 people are that are subscribed to that. So go talk about it there. That's where the message is. That's where it would be a great conversation for it.
Which there is conversations on the Last Word Discord. And ironically, they didn't start 3 weeks ago. They started in February of this year.
Correct. That's 100% Racky. This has been a conversation that's gone on for months, and now all of a sudden everybody's, all of a sudden when you're in cahoots with people and they're paying attention to you, it's it's not a problem. When they're when they're putting stuff in and they're not, then all of a sudden it's a problem. So I don't know. That's what it appears to me behind the curtain. I think that there's a lot of people that are doing handshake deals behind the scenes that were being treated all nice and they don't even hide it. Like this whole Golden Fighter thing that came out was talked about, and it was like, well, he's leaving because the developers aren't listening to him, or whatever. People aren't even hiding that he was upset because of like the developers, the direction they were going, or something like that. It's again, to me it's kind of funny because people say, well, I downloaded this game and I didn't expect to have to have my privacy taken away by this app. And I would say, well, I downloaded this game and gave it money, and I didn't expect special treatment from developers based on the amount of money that was spent. That's what I would say. And I think a lot of people did expect that treatment, did expect some kind of special treatment. And yeah, sorry, I don't know. You're not getting it. You're really not getting it. So what's going on here?
And there you have it.
Yep, that's my take on it. I think you play the game apparently like through the PC. It's happening. I don't know that it's so. In your research, did you see that? Is there an issue with the with Apple or the Google version of the game?
Well, no. So this is strictly kernel level access software is a PC thing, but it's not just this game. That's the thing that I want to state for the world is like this has been happening since the mid 2000s in this type of game genres. And so it's not new. It's something that's been around and many people have experienced it with many different game platforms. So I think a concern is how this software is being implemented with the last war game on the PC and the increase in game crashing. That's, I think, a concern.
Yeah, I haven't had like my actual last word game crashing, and I think people were using OBS software that in cahoots with YouTube. We don't. We use different software, so maybe that's why. I'm not seeing
Mhm.
it as often, but I haven't had as much of the crash. I mean, listen, I mean, everybody's dealt with crashing or slowness across the game. I think we had that whole problem when we had the servers, right, or the whatever it was, that big server delay. So that may be crashing, because of the install of that. I don't know. But that seemed to be everybody, not just PC. That seemed to be across the board that people were having that issue.
Mhm.
Phones and the like. I don't know. I think you could have, to dive into the anti-cheat and the software and portion of it. I think, we could do this because I saw like Fortnite and different games use anti-cheating like kernels too. There's different games that are
Mhm.
using it too, right? So to your point, um,
Yes.
but I just don't. Whether here nor there, you start getting into the expert version of whether how you should be having your computer, or whether people should be spying on you or not spying on you. I feel like it's a completely separate conversation because it's your opinion. You're taking really, anytime you're using technology, you're putting yourself at risk that somebody can hack you or get at you or whatever. So,
Yeah.
I don't. It feels like more. This feels like more of a outside gaming conversation. Like it feels more of like a political action conversation than it ends up feeling about just an isolated, fun last war game that everybody's trying to play. It feels like if you're that concerned about these things, you really shouldn't be downloading the app because you know I'm sure they would say that. Who is? Are you with a certain gaming type company? Am I? Who is we? What do you mean? Who's we? We is
No, I'm your average Jane Joe human
you
who
mean
plays a game.
we are when we say we are WWC. It's
Yes.
it's myself, it's Ramp, it's Eki. That's who we is. I'm not with any gaming. I am not sponsored. I am not with any gaming company. I have no say in any of this. I don't talk, like I said, I don't talk to developers. I don't want to talk to developers. I have no say in any of that. I don't want to. No interest. All good. All good with that. The WWC community. That's who we are. Is that what you're asking, Con? Does that answer your question? Who we are? I don't know. Con got mad. I'm just playing. But yeah,
Is
I know
that
that's my thing.
Bekong?
Hmm?
I would totally read the name like Bekong 1.
The Kong one?
No, B, like Bravo, like Bekong.
Oh, I don't know.
Anyways,
QB's the people's champ. Yeah, I mean, on the people's champ. I just, I'm the honest champ. I'm just telling you the truth, like how I truly feel about, behind the curtain, what I think is really going on. Right on. Wasn't sure what WWC was. Oh yeah, no, WWC is just us. We started. It's nope, no gaming company.
Is
no,
there
anything.
is there a story to the name? Like, how'd we get to the Warzone Wrecking Crew? Did we just like throw words at it and it came
I think
together, or like
yeah, it's just a wordsmith. It was just like back and forth, like yeah.
you and Ramp?
I think so. I don't know. Ramp gonna have to bring his butt on here and talk about that. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I've actually been curious myself because I mean it works out, and I'm like, wait, do you guys love wrestling? Is that why this came about? Like,
yes. Well, that is actually where the beginning comes from. The opening of all of the content clips is for my
okay,
actually my love of wrestling. But no, I have to go back. I'm sure it's in somewhere buried in Discord when we first started saying that we were going to put it on, like to start the QP, but I don't know. I don't know what it is. The delay is wild. What delay? Right on. Wasn't sure what the delay in what are you saying? The chat? The chat to the comment? I'm not sure what Kong is saying. Or the Kong one. Yeah, so by the way, tonight we took our second 5. We're coming down the map. I believe next week is we're actually going to be able to fight banks. I think we're going to go into this other territory over here and be actually able to go into everybody's wasteland and actually fight tomorrow. And then here's our second one. We've been taking them at different times because everybody's in a different country, different time zone. So we've actually been taking things at different times to make it easier on them. There is always a small delay from YouTube or live stream. Oh yeah, there might be. There's a setting. Right now it says low latency is so when you do the streams, it actually asks you if you want like a normal latency, a low latency, or an ultra low latency. Which I think it just requires like the speed of your stream. Things go. So I'm right now on ultra low latency. So it's as small as possible right now. What there will be like a small latency between the two. I don't know, maybe because of your chat, like the question comes up and then whatever. Not sure there, Kong. Not sure. But yeah, no. I can tell you one thing. When I hear stuff, I'm just going to give you the information that I hear and what I know. And that's what I know. And there's definitely more that meets the story and all this stuff that you see on YouTube and people and their opinions and what they have in their involvement with who are they with, who are they talking to, and whatever. And the reason why, honestly, I don't want to get involved with the game and I don't want to get involved with the developer or anything like that. I wouldn't even want that in there because I feel like it changes your opinion or how you talk about certain things in the game that I'm not interested in doing. I don't want that to drive opinions. I rather just, if I hear something, I hear something. If I like the way that the game is going, the direction I go in, I can be honest about it. If I don't like what was done or what was said, I can just be honest about that. And I don't want to have that mixed up to know if it's like, ends up being some kind of corporate answer or, whatever. I want everybody to just give their free opinion and what they're doing and whether they like something or something. Like, I'll tell you right now, I can tell you one thing I'm completely irritated about And that's that freaking Thanksgiving event. Like that made no sense to me that we were talking about on the calendar. I mean, the level 5 drone component. Oh, they got rid of it. They got rid of it.
No way.
Yeah. Yep.
Oh, yes, the wording's gone.
Maybe somebody's lit. Maybe somebody maybe there is some kind of influence going on around here, guys. We just
Yeah,
were
we
screaming about this right before we ended yesterday. That was the last one of the like mini rants.
hey, my server friend is on.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Epine.
Yes.
Is that what you're gonna call it, Becky?
I actually don't say their name out loud. It's always in my head.
I know, but now you have to actually say it. So now's your first chance. What would you actually say? Epine?
I call her Epi for short because
Epi.
she reminds me of epinephrine.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure that's what her name goes off of.
All right. Well,
And I have
reminder.
EpiPens. I have EpiPens, so it's easy for me to call her
It
Epi.
makes total sense to me. Reminder. Eki's premiere show is tomorrow for Reset. What time you starting that show? Did you already put it up, or what time you starting?
No, I haven't.
What time you starting?
I haven't.
Now's your chance.
Oh,
Now's your chance on the spot.
now's my chance.
On your spot to actually say.
17:45. Oh, sets.
What time before reset? You just use the game time.
Right. That's what happens. I go into military when you put me on the spot. Game time, that'll be 23:45.
So is that like 15 minutes before reset?
Yes.
Okay, there you go. 15 minutes before reset. Eki show will start. It'll be out there. And yeah, well, the Colonel app. The Colonel app. That's right. It's listening. It's listening right now to me. It's going through all my files. Doing all that stuff. There's Ramp. Look at him. See? On cue, Ramp showed up. Ramp, I don't remember how we even got the name. I'm pretty sure it was like a wordsmith thing as part of the our discussion, right? Where we came up with the WWC. I'm pretty sure that's where it came from. I don't think there's some kind of... I think I know... I'm going to go back and look now that you guys are bringing this up. Because I'm going to go look. Because I'm pretty sure I said something about Warzone. I'm going to see who said it. I'm going to go look. I'm pretty sure I can tell you our design. Our design is Ramp. Ramp did the WWC design. He's a graphics guy. He's got all that stuff figured out. He's cooking. He's cooking all that stuff up. I love it, by the way. He's also working on all kinds of like stuff to go along with it there, Eki. You're going to need like a t-shirt. You're going to need like a WWC t-shirt or a phone case. Ramp's got all kinds of stuff cooking over there.
All right.
To represent
merchandise
the WWC. Yeah, to represent the WWC. He's got it. Yeah. Yeah, we were ping-ponging ideas in the DMs. I know. I think it's all there. Maybe Black Panther came up with it. That's what it might be. Black Panther might have said it. Oh, Ramp will be on. Is Ramp a player? Oh, Ramp's a player. Ramp's not only... He's a player, and he's a playa. No, he's not actually. Ramp's actually a family man. But I'm gonna get Ramp out there, and then D's gonna choke me out there having to be a playa. Yeah, Ramp. I will show you Ramp. Ramp is right here. There's Ramp for you right here. Ramp can be found on 71. Ramp and Black Panther, who's also here for you. We are all connected from originally the 72 server, all part of the pack of people that all moved together from 72 to 87, and then 88, and then to now 71. So Luxembourg. I said it. Oh, Panther. Killer B. Ramp is the man. Big shout out to Ramp. See? Look at that. Killer B. Killer B on the prowl. Show you this too. Killer B is also in here. You know Killer B. Is Killer B, you on? You're probably on. It's always on. I don't know. He might be. There he is. Here's Killer B for you. Right there. Killer B. Awesome. And Australia. Yeah, Woo. You need something too. For supporting the WWC. As we branch out and do our thing. Just starting. Just getting started. Just getting cooking. This community is just freaking awesome. The Discord is really just so much fun. By the way, for all our community members that are currently listening or that are listening that will listen to this later, Eki also has her own channel now on the Discord. So let her know your feedback after her show tomorrow, or let her know beforehand what you want to hear about. If you want her to rant, go pop on the channel and let her know. Give her a rant to have. She'll give you whatever rant you're looking for. But she has her own channel.
Yeah. I don't know if I rant. I guess we'll find out. I do deep dives on research, though.
No.
If you want to know really obscure facts about something, I got you.
Okay. I like it. They do love rants. Bailey, Woo, they're big rant fans.
Oh, speaking of Bailey, gear.
The other thing is, I want that to clear the air too. I did not forget about Bailey. I actually helped Bailey out prior to the broadcast. So I did hit Bailey up, I think last night or this morning. I wanted to make sure before I forgot I'd answer her question. So I did answer her question, which was just the gear, who she should work on next. That's what her question was. So I did help Bailey out. I did do that.
Awesome. The goal was just to make sure you didn't forget to add the help.
Correct.
Because sometimes I have to set reminders. Like somebody will ask me something in our AC chat, and I'll have to I'll ask them to like, hey, send me a direct message or message me in Discord so I don't forget what you asked me in the AC.
Yeah. So everybody can join Bailey tomorrow. To do this. By the way, the other thing I want to talk to you about, because I always how much do I complain and rant about Moonstone Blessing, right? Always complaining about Moonstone Blessing. They actually changed it, and you guys remember this? I don't know. Maybe it's Mandela effect, but didn't this used to be those charges? It wasn't ore, right? Wasn't it the charges in here? I feel like they're pretending that they went from ore to these level 3 component boxes. And I feel like this was not ore originally. I think they're trying to pull the wool over my eyes on this one. I think these were charges. Like those dielectric whatever charges. I don't know. Let me know if you guys remember that or not. Because I'm pretty sure it was. But listen, I could be wrong. It could have been ore. Either way, they've upgraded it to much more useful that they now give out level 3 drone components. Level 3 drone components now on here instead of ore. So I like that. I don't know why they're doing this. I don't know when this starts necessarily for you for Moonstone Blessing. I can tell you they just did this yesterday for the first time for me. So I'm day 9 of season 5 and they just changed Moonstone Blessing these drone level 3s. But as you know, I complain about it often and I'm a big fan they made the update. Okay, Bounty Hunter. We gotta go Bounty Hunter because we didn't do that yet. So let's take a look. I will tell you that I'm upset that I missed drone chips for Glittering Event. They took Glittering Event away, and I don't know, really a problem. Okay, guys, same thing. What do we do? Make sure you are in here every single day getting your 2 free purchases, obviously. Don't forget. Also, for those of you maybe mid spender more, the diamonds to get more of the bullets is certainly something that I do every day. I don't know low spender reality that you're going to be able to spend 2,000 diamonds every single day on just some bullets. So I understand that. And I don't know that I really would recommend that you spend your diamonds that way either. But yeah, I know.
If you plan ahead to like uh run extra rallies or do other things that help accrue some diamonds, then it's more manageable. But yeah, if you're not doing a few extra things to help make sure you have some extra diamonds, then it can definitely deplete your diamonds really fast.
Yeah, 2,000's a lot to ask of people. I mean, because 2,000, it's all week long, so it's like 14,000. Um, for what are they getting? 80 bullets, I guess, right? So you're getting about. I mean, if you did it, then I think it was it 12 or yeah, so 80 total, and then every day, so you're gonna get 560 bullets, which will give you a bunch of tickets. But as you know, so I love that they took it away from the level 5 drone component of the thing. I wonder if that was real. I wonder if that, part of me feels like they should get credit for doing that. Like I don't know if they who made a bad decision. I don't know who did wrong here. But again, like these are things that to me the game developers, whoever's trying to get money hungry to do this, they corrected it. So okay, so they changed the percentages on these now. Maybe that's the well, they're always probably the same, right? They were probably always that's why we get the left side so much and we don't get the right side as often. So it's 11%.
Mhm.
So I don't know they even changed anything. It looks the same. But at least they got rid of it. I mean, at least they changed it. Whether it was wrong text or they really meant to do it, I don't know which, but I don't know.
I mean, have you ever had a presentation where you left a note in it before you forgot to take the note out before you started the presentation? Maybe it was one of those situations where they were like, "Oh, should we do something along this lines?" But then they forgot to take the note out before they
Hmm.
publish it.
You know what?
Mistakes happen.
Yeah.
Like we're all human.
You mean
So
some
like,
random like Randy or somebody was making a presentation and thought it was a good idea to do it and everybody squashed it, but Randy still left it in to the coding.
yeah.
I feel like that's something though that's written text that they had to like some kind of code update with written text that they had to put in specifically, and they clearly left it in, but I don't know. They did more than just
Or
like present it at a meeting. Like they were actually updating that code and were like somebody just ran with it. Like somebody was like,
yeah.
"This is a good idea." Um, Regardless, it's gone. So whoever did it, Randy, shame on you. Um, I don't know. I know somebody out there, Randy, is listening, and he's like, "Dude, what did I do?" Bond badges are my favorite always for this event. Um, right now, this is what I was talking about last night with the level 5 choice ones that you have to pay an upgrade charge to actually get versus the regular level 5. Um, so I don't pay for the upgrade on these, and I noticed that a lot of people do because the people that I'm fighting, oftentimes you see that they have the one way of telling whether people are paying or they're not. Kind of an exposed way of looking at it. I have not bought it a single time, so you can see my left side is 27%, 17, and 24. And I still have not been able to move this right side. I'm at 70, 73, and 58. So I haven't been able to get this to level 10 yet. The people that do have the left side at a low percent, whether they just were able to get to level 10 or they only have it at 5% or whatever, if you see that this side is complete to level 10, that means they paid for it. The only way to do it. It's the only way they're going to do it. There's no way to get lucky enough for that many hundreds of opening of boxes where you're going to get that lucky where it's going to happen. So yeah, that's how you can tell. And I can show you people, I'm sure, in the 3v3 is a perfect example because LNL is uh, probably people that have done it. Let's see. Let's take a look at one of their reports here. Well, no, he just had a lot of level 5 boxes. Like, he's halfway. He's almost 50% to level 11. And he's gotten, well, I don't know. I mean, he's pretty high up on level 10s, too. Yeah, I don't know. He might have. Yeah, he might have. Let me look at one more. Here's Tongue. Let me look at Tongue here. No, now he's way higher up. Look at this is now he's at 65, 64, and 57% towards level 11, and he's only 8% here, 12 and 25. So I feel like it might be closer to realistic. Because I mean, if you look at what I have here, I have from this one to this one, it's a 54-point spread. 54% difference between my missile to one of those. Right? So if you're 50% spread between the two, I feel like that's fair. And like this, 57% to 8%, I feel that's fair. Like, you didn't use any select to up this. This is only a 40%. So that becomes questionable to me. Like, maybe you did some of it, but anyway, I digress. Let's jump back in. So let's look at the rewards. These are, again, for those that are looking to move your gorilla. I've said it over and over again. This is definitely something you want to move.
We just had a conversation in our alliance chat recently about how it's probably time to start saving all of our bounty hunter points because the gorillas are coming. So now is the time to start stocking up.
I 100%
On
agree. It takes a while for well, I don't know, because I think Bounty Hunter came out for us. It was released well into the gorilla before they changed from summon supplies to Bounty Hunter. So they went along. I don't know. It's going to be interesting for you if bond badges are going to be in your Bounty Hunter without the gorilla, or when the gorilla first comes out, when they put them in there. Because for us, they did a long time. I'll show you these things up here. For a long time, when the gorilla comes out, they made us get bond badges through the weekly buy, which is 10 for $50, which is freaking incredibly expensive to get them. And you can only get one purchase per week. So that's how everybody was buying their bond badges early on. And the reason why people like Hulk, you can go into somebody that probably bought them all the time. And I'll show you how far people... Oh, here's a perfect one, King. So somebody like King, who is a VIP 18, was probably spending money all along getting those bond badges at the $10, the $50 for 10 rate. And he will be a lot further than me because I was not doing it as far. So his gorilla is strategic pillar at 10. That is so far along with your gorilla, it's crazy. Like, I'm only I'm perfect sync 7, right? And he's strategic pillar at the end of strategic pillar. Now, I started doing the bond badges with the gorilla, so I've been able to move this along. His lead on me is because of the 50 or the 10 bonus, 40 bonus every month that he's getting from spending $200 on bond badges in addition for just the 10. And you can see by the gorilla, when you start looking at the ratings here. So when you go strategic pillar, he's at the end of strategic pillar. He's about to be heart bond. And I'm just, I'm at like 7 of perfect sync. So I've got a little while yet. It's, I think, what do I have? 20, is it 25? Yeah, 25. So it's 25 bond badges at perfect sync. That means it's 30 at strategic pillar, which is wild. That's a lot of bond badges. Because that would mean that's 300 bond badges to get through strategic pillar. And even here, you only get 50 at Bounty Hunter. You only get 50 at Bounty Hunter to be able to do these. You're going to get 50. And that means that you need 300 to get through strategic. which means you're only going to get 51 times a month. You're getting the max you can get is 90 per month. So even if you spent max amount of money, it's still taking them 3 months to get through strategic,
Hmm.
spending max amount of money. So it's also, I would say, right now is also a time, like I can tell you to look ahead for you, Eki, and anybody else in the early
Hmm.
servers that are starting, because they're coming out with a second Overlord. There's all kinds of rumors it's going to be after season 5. Those are just rumors. It's supposed to be the Phoenix. So I would start taking it seriously in regards to, if you built your gorilla, you have your shards to start saving.
Gotcha. So the game loved our alliance so much that they named the next overlord after us. Good to know.
Are you guys Phoenix?
Yes,
Good stuff.
we had a name change. Yeah, when we built a bunch together.
I heard
We had
originally it was an eagle, and then they changed to Phoenix. So it could have been your inspiration.
oh, maybe.
Yeah.
Who knows?
I
Yeah.
don't know.
But yeah, it's good when you're thinking about some of these events and things that are coming and new things that are dropping to we have a member in our alliance, Bob, who's really good at thinking ahead about things and like the direction he wants to go with like his gameplay and the direction he wants his squads to go. And he's really good about sharing that information in the alliance chat and being like, and not everybody is where Bob is in the game, but by sharing that information, it helps everyone stop, take a second, and evaluate, well, what direction do I want to go? How to really how they use their events.
How
So
strong
it's
is
really
Bob?
cool. Bob. Let's see. I don't
Well,
know. I haven't
according to
looked at
your
Bob
server, is he
recently.
number? What is he on your team? Is he 1 on your team? 2? Like, where is he?
No,
Oh,
he's
okay.
in the top 10 total hero power
Okay.
of our alliance, which
Hmm.
means he's in the top 20 total hero power on our server.
Okay. Yeah, because it's always good to give advice, as long as you're taking you're putting yourself in other people's shoes when you're giving advice. Like, I feel like people who spend money, it's very easy to get out of touch with how you should upgrade things or what you should do and take for granted. How every single person finds difficulty in how they upgrade depending on what they're doing. So you definitely have different pay levels. I mean, I try to simplify it with the pay levels that I do: free to pay, low spender, mid spender, and high spender. Obviously, there's much more variance within that, so it's kind of like a grain of salt. But at the same time, you have to kind of compartmentalize it to be different buckets of how people are really playing the game. Um,
Hmm.
Even this conversation that started before we got into the rant about it was funny because nobody can really agree on how many exclusive weapons that they get in a single week. It was I get 100, I get
Hmm.
150, I get between 100 and 150. I don't get nearly this money. I get 80, I get 50. It's like, how many you getting? How many really getting per week? I don't know. Um, it's interesting and I think that goes to show that even at that level, free to play low spenders are playing the game differently, where they're not taking advantage of things like somebody could be, putting along at only getting 50 exclusive weapons every week, and somebody else is sitting there figured out how to get 150, and you're both at the same pay level. And that
Hmm.
person is playing the game and they're missing out. They're totally missing out on a
Oh,
100 a week, which is
that just
wild.
that reminds me of something so simple with the radar tasks, but
Go ahead. What?
oh, so like some people will just save the radars till they hit 40 and then they'll save that until reset.
Mm,
And then some people actually go through the process of like hopping on here or there and making sure that their radars, they collect enough of the rewards that when server resets hits,
mm-hmm,
they aren't losing out on rewards from the radar tasks. Because if you just let your radar task stack to 40,
mm-hmm,
you're missing out on.
mm-hmm.
So I get like 12 tasks every 6 hours. And so if I just let my task go to 40, I am going to lose out on
Mm-hmm.
those rewards. And so depending on how you play the game and how much you and those rewards are beneficial because they're uh drone
Mm-hmm.
component. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, drone component chests and there's diamonds in there so
Well,
like you lose out on that.
well,
And
I
so
would.
I created a guide to try to help explain it better for people and it's like you don't have to do it that way. But if you want more rewards to grow, then this would definitely be a simple change to
Mm,
help you.
I like it. I technically would say my advice would be in the game to never let your radar get to 40. Never. 30. You should max out at 39. 39 is what you should allow your radar to max out at. Because that way, your clock never stops. So even if you're waiting for the following day, if you let it at 40, then your clock stops. Because it takes 6 hours to build to your next 13. So if you're only at 39, then regardless, your 6 hour clock is still going at least. Like it never stops at 39. As opposed to at 40, you're missing it. So yeah, you're missing like 1 out on the versus points for the following day. But if you're at 39, your odds are you're closer to the next 13 than you would have been before. So carrying in to get your versus points on those radar days where you're trying to get it, you're better off sitting at 39 than you are ever sitting at 40. If that makes
Agreed.
sense. Because you just got to keep that clock going.
Yeah. So I think it's all about gameplay style. Like
100%.
on yeah.
Yeah.
And then also realizing like you're not going to play the same way as the next person in your alliance, or you guys may be in similar powers with squad power,
Mm.
but you doesn't mean you're playing the game the same way. So it doesn't mean the growth is going to be the same. It doesn't mean the squads are going to be exactly the same. So,
Well, to a degree, I think that's the fun of the game is that everybody
mhm.
is able, and that's kind of where it gets lost on when somebody buys somebody else's account or you move to somebody else's account. When you're in your account for so long, it's yours. It's your build. You did it. You were responsible for how you were going to do it. There's something that you enjoy about that, where you built from scratch, or you had for those that played the game from day one, you've built something. It's almost like an accomplishment as you continue to build, and you like it. Um, I think that for certain things, like for example, if there's a way somebody's playing the game and they're getting 150 exclusives, somebody else is playing the game and they're only getting 50, then they need to talk to that person that's getting 150. Like they need to change the way they're playing their game to get that 150, right? So I think there's some avenues that people probably take, like you're talking about from a radar perspective. I think there's some avenues that people probably don't realize it, that there's a way to get more or better avenue to go towards. I think people just know what they know as they play the game. So I think that's why it's important for everybody to share and be in the community or be in a community, whether you're in our community or in somebody else's community. At least you're talking with other players who also play the game, so you can spitball and find out all this. As you grow, like there's just so many different intricacies of this game as far as what you're trying to improve. I mean, if somebody just started playing this game and they looked at my base, it's incredibly overwhelming to try to figure out what everything does. There's so many things here to take in and like figure out from an expert perspective of.
Yeah, I had a friend of mine jump on my alt account one time when I first started playing, and it was in the preseason, and but they had never played the game. They knew nothing about it, and I was like, "Yeah, just jump on. Let me know what you think," because they weren't sure if they wanted to play the game, and they're like, "I'm good." I'm like, "Are you sure?" And they're like, "There's so much to learn," and it's just like they talked about like how what gives them joy
Mm-hmm.
and what types of play really they enjoy, and they're like this could be really cool, but they're also in college at the same time, and they're
Mm-hmm.
like I don't have the capacity
Mm-hmm.
to learn this on top of my studies, and I was like well that kind of makes sense because it's its own learning platform.
And it's time consuming. Like there's a certain amount of time that you have to put into it to really maximize the part of the game to get in. I think it's a lot easier to learn the game when you start. This isn't a game necessarily you can just pick up somebody's base and then you know how to play the game. It's so much easier when you start from day one and it baby steps you on you building one building to the next building to the next building, and just learn it slowly. It's just so much easier to digest than just be thrown, a base with 7 million buildings and go and just somebody be like, go. Okay.
Solve this.
Yeah.
Build something.
Yeah. I have 100 shards. Go figure out where to use them. Figure it out. I had someone in our alliance who was 700 days. Only realized that during zombie event, you had to kill little zombies to spawn the larger zombie bosses. They just figured that on day 700? Wow. Wow.
Well, on a positive note, you got some really low level zombie bosses to kill.
Oh my god, though. Did you mean they weren't taking advantage of gold zombies for 700 days though?
How did they ever get to T10? I have murdered my fair share of gold zombies to get the gold I needed to
Oh, yeah.
for T10. That's the wow.
Oh
That's
my
a
God.
grind.
Wow, the amount of resources they missed out on from not killing those gold zombies.
And not only that, but the trade store. Well, I mean, because they got the zombie bosses, but they would have still gotten more trade store badges for the zombie event if they were killing the little ones too.
They probably missed out on the zombie store. They probably didn't even get them. They probably weren't killing anything. Wow, that's wild. That's wild, Will. He was struggling for level 35 base compared to the rest of us. 35 base? I don't know how he got past 25 base. It's amazing that they were able to progress in the game without the gold zombies. Listen, I pay money, but I would think gold zombies is critical to your gameplay.
Yeah. At least it's been critical to mine.
That is now you're gonna laugh a lot harder, Woo, in your group if Gus is right. Did you ask him? Maybe they don't currently have T10s. That's a scary thought. That's a scary thought, Gus. Woo, you got to find out for us now. Are you just taking for granted that they had T10s?
That would be funny.
That would be funny on day 700. All these people asking questions. Should I rush to T10? Should I rush to T10? That is the definition of not rushing to T10.
I can only.
Better. No assumptions, Woo. Go ask them. Go get a battle report. You don't even ask. Just get a battle report with them. All right, so I will tell you that it's interesting that they took away glitter event, and I don't know. Also, I was thinking about this if it was strategic. They took away glitter event, and one thing, if you notice in Bounty Hunter, there's these speed ups, and right now, speed ups for people to be able to buy. What do I need? You need 1,000 to get 500 hours of speed ups. I can tell you that for the game, normally, you completely ignore this. You don't have to go into speed ups. You're not going to buy anything and do whatever. But I will tell you, from somebody like me, the amount of speed ups that I need for troops and the amount of battles we're going to be, and the team's going to count on me making troops, I may be forced to buy something like this to get the days for the team. It's not a good buy at all. I'm just telling you that I may, in order to support the team, I may have to do it because I don't want to run out of troops. So
I had to do that in season 1 when I was in my top 5 alliance and was pushing all the monsters. Is I needed speed ups because I needed troops, and I just could not keep my troops.
Yeah.
Oh, I went through so many troops.
And you bought speedies.
Yeah, anywhere I could because we had to keep progressing, and I was like, all right, if I have speed ups, we can keep killing things and we can keep moving forward.
Yeah. I mean, listen, the team's gonna be pretty disappointed in me if all of a sudden I say, sorry guys, I can't battle this week. because I have no troops left. Like, I'm quite sure nobody wants to hear that. I don't want to have to say that. He said, "Why didn't you tell me?" I was like, "That's why didn't you tell me about the zombies?" Yeah, I'll be honest. Yeah, that's over my head. I wouldn't think in a video I would have to make that to say gold. I'm making my tech video coming up though about the tech video 3 and the tech resources and stuff like that. So um, maybe I'll have to remind that Woo to be like, gold zombies. Don't forget, you can kill them to make little zombies. You can make big zombies. Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. But otherwise, like glitter coins, like you can save the bullets, you can save up. What are you saving up for in here? If you are saving up, I will say that it's really between for yourself. The bond badges are an excellent buy because I told you the only other way to get them is 50 per week. And if you're pushing a gorilla or you're trying to make a gorilla stronger, it's really the main way to make a gorilla stronger. So we have to remember that. Bond rating is the way to go. That's where all the gorilla stats are. That's where the gorilla's defense is going up. That's where you're going to want to push. If you are, again, I don't know. It's so hard for me to say with these overlords. Like the next one they say is Phoenix. That's obviously would be for air in the future. I don't know. I do not assume that this is for tank. I just can't. The gorilla is great to sound like it would be for tank, but the thing is too many missiles on it for me to believe that. So I don't know. I don't know what my advice would be to not. I would say if you're in an early server, you can push this gorilla and you would actually have time to change the direction of your team in the future to say, hey, there's a buff for, I know now there is a buff for the gorilla. Like in another year, we're going to have like 3 overlords, one for every team, right? And by that time in another year, if you are like way back and just starting the game in like a server 1400 or something, or 1500, then you would know that you're probably going to be able to tell when the gorilla comes out by your point. The second one comes out, you'll be able to change, even for you, Eki. Like, I don't know, like, the second one's going to be air. By the time the third one gets released and we know what it's for, it'll probably give you enough time if you wanted to shift directions to use this gorilla for your number one team. Does that make sense? So like
Yeah.
if it ends up being
Yeah.
for tank, you'd be like, oh crap, so all this money I invested in tank, I don't need any other overlords. I'm just gonna keep pushing gorilla forever. And now I'm gonna switch to tank. Tank's gonna be my number one team, and now I'm gonna have the gorilla, completely enormous and
Yeah.
and blast it out, and I'll just put all my money to one thing, or all my time, all my resources that I get, instead of dividing them among a second one or a third one. I'm only going to do the gorilla. That's the way to me for a free to play low spender. When they come out with these multiple
Yeah.
overlords, I really think you can just stick to one and focus on it.
Right, because eventually, like, you're gonna get to a point with its growth, like just with your squad. Um, if you stick to one main squad, you're gonna reach points where you're like, well, I can either save all my resources
mm-hmm,
to for when I can actually move the squad again, or
mm-hmm,
I can put a little bit into my second.
mm-hmm.
And so just depending on what type of player you are, you might do that. And so with the overlords, if you've just kind of been focusing on one major squad, but you've been doing a little bit to the other squad, then
Mm.
it might not be hard to shift.
Yeah. Yeah. And I just think from a free to play player,
Brilliant.
trying to divide those resources is just like going to be so hard. Like, I mean, like these things, to unlock it and get it built, it's just so expensive. And even if you're a low spender, to have to divert funds to build or think about a second overlord, you just forget about it. Like, it's just not worth it. It's too much. Just build your first one and get your first team as strong as humanly possible, and let the second one come when it comes. I really wouldn't be,
Hmm.
mid spenders or people that are deep into the game. At this point, like I'm saving all my shards. I've already maxed out my growth, so I'm not really saving them because I can't really spend them anywhere. So I shouldn't say spending, but I have 741 Overlord shards right now that I have just sitting there.
Just chilling.
Yep, I just keep collecting these things. I have 101 for the gorilla I can't even use. So I don't know if they're going to find another way to use shards, extra shards in the gorilla, or they're going to turn these into universal eventually. But yeah, I have 741. But I would recommend people save, like, if you're mid spender, you're in the middle of this right now, and you've already invested all your money in air. I mean, yeah, you're probably better off stopping the gorilla and switching and just focusing on when they release the second overlord. Leave the gorilla where it is and start the second one, because it's going to be too long for you right now. You're in the thick of it right now. You're in the middle of doing it, and you're going to have to figure out when the third one comes out, what team is it for? Is the gorilla for tank or is the gorilla for missile? Is the third one they come out with? What is it going to be? What's it going to be called? You got to figure all that out. So it might be right now worth it for just people to stop what they're doing and be ready for the second one, especially if they haven't developed their gorilla that much. Just don't go in that direction. You have the
And for
opportunity.
now, that's also frustrating. I was thinking about the Overlord and how it's kind of at
How it's what?
the assumption and rumor stage, but we don't about the Phoenix. Like, there's nothing
Oh,
concrete that has come out.
no. No. Only I had only heard originally it was called the Eagle. And then they switched, and then I heard it was called the Phoenix. I think Sting was on. Sting brought us that little tidbit. He heard it was changed
Oh,
to the
that's right.
Phoenix. And we know everybody's heard the rumors. We've heard the rumors for a long time. And again, these is not. I don't talk to developers. We already talked about this. But this is things that I like to say are just common sense. I try to make up these common sense things, right? You have three teams. You have an overlord. It's a way the game could make money. Why wouldn't they want to have another overlord? Okay, so common sense. That's one. Number two, they're clearly going to have it because we talked about this. They have universal shards. So if you have universal shards, then obviously you're going to have something else to use them on. Otherwise, why wouldn't they just be gorilla shards? So they've already started with universal shards, which means you can use them on one of two overlords. So to me, the question of if there's going to be one is not really a question. There's going to be another one. It's just a matter of when. When are they going to
Like
release the
the
second one?
like the holiday events. Sometimes we know when they're going to happen, and sometimes we just hope and pray. But we know that
Oh,
something should happen at some point.
Aki, I 100% agree. Like, again,
Sorry, they just
almost,
it just made sense.
almost feel like you're trying to push me to a rant. Yeah, no, I agree. I think like these holiday events are just plan on them. Just freaking plan on them. They're gonna happen. Or whether you don't have to spend on them either. By the way, people can have holiday event and you have to spend on them. I heard everybody like, oh, this event is gonna be amazing. It's gonna be who? No, I don't know. How do you know it's gonna be? How do you know it's gonna be amazing? What on the calendar here tells me that this event is going to be amazing? I actually everything that
Oh,
I see about this event actually looks underwhelming.
I like to call from what I see about this event, I like
Yeah,
to call it the mini holiday event.
100%. I totally agree with you.
It's a mini.
Which
That's how
makes
I see it.
sense because this goes back to what we talked about that not as many countries like celebrate Thanksgiving. So why would you want to
Right.
blow out a Thanksgiving event and put all your money there when you're not going to have as many people that are going to spend during it? So because they're
Exactly.
like Thanksgiving's not as big a deal. Not that like we're necessarily spending to celebrate Thanksgiving. We're celebrating to grow our game. But I just look at some of the things that are coming out here and I think like, okay, Deco, yeah, cool. I can get excited about that. But what else do you really what else screams to you that you don't normally get? Like what else is in here that you're like, oh man, I can't wait for this thing? Like, I don't know. It's shards and there's some gears and like drone parts and maybe level 5 components that you're going to have to spend to get cuz Lord knows this game doesn't give away a ton of those. And then they have the path of gratitude which is like gold RSS and then these like, level 5 drone component select chests.
Which
But
I think this mini event could be great for those who are like who need the gold. So I'm thinking either you're on your path to HQ 30 and you're just eating through resources. So this event's going to be great because they always normally pile a lot of free resources
mm,
like into these events. And I think that's great for those. So even though it's a mini event, we're going to get some rewards that, depending on how you play, it'll be really beneficial.
Yeah, no, I think that's a great. I think it's a great thought because when you play the actual whatever they give you to play, I don't know what they're gonna. They just did what they did the shoots and ladders thing or the Monopoly board game thing around, so they'll probably do something different for that.
I wonder if they're gonna bring the eggs or something like the eggs again.
Oh, the
Not
eggs.
another
Yeah, I know.
where you have to go like
He loves the emojis. You like the emojis, but this time, woo, it's a turkey leg. It's a turkey leg.
what is he gonna do with the turkey leg is the question.
It's probably the
Like,
same thing.
is this an emotion, like not an emotion, but a emoji in motion, or is
It's
this just an emoji?
it's where are these things? So it's like this one, right?
Yeah, it's gonna be right. I'm like,
The
what
one
are we
like
doing with the what are we
give
gonna do
me
with the drum leg?
give me a turkey. So now it's gonna be like give me a drum leg. At least like the person who was give me a turkey, he looked like he was like trying to force a smile to you, like please can I have a turkey, or like just smiling at least. This other event emoji just looks pissed off. He's very upset about the turkey leg. I don't know. This does not look like a happy person with a turkey leg.
Ah, he might have gone to a Renaissance fair and got the undercooked turkey leg
Ugh,
because
it's
that
gross.
happens at least once at most Renaissance fairs when there's turkey legs. I don't know
Undercooked.
why. At
Uh,
least one.
yeah, I don't know. But
I
Woo,
don't know when that happens.
I know you're excited about the turkey leg.
Maybe he's
Uh,
gonna bash somebody with it. I mean, with his facial expression, maybe he's just gonna get or
oh,
throw it. Maybe he's throwing it.
that would be cool. That would be cool. Like an angry emoji of him throwing a turkey leg.
At some yeah,
Okay,
I can see
I'm
that.
I'm into this now. Now I want the angry turkey leg guy.
Ah.
You'd like that, Woo, like you're mad and it's just like you pull it out and it's like, like let's say you
Oh,
just lost a server war or whatever and you pull out the turkey leg guy, just like throws a turkey leg at the screen. It's cool. That would work. I don't
yeah.
know. But either way, I
Now
just
we're
feel I don't feel like this event is overwhelming. I like what you said. It's like more like a mini event. Like I think this is getting us ready for Christmas. I would picture the Christmas event is the one that you're probably really going to be geared up for and go, you know, like actually save or find stuff of more value at. I don't know that this one is going to necessarily be your the big one. Outside of Deco, you're not getting any kind of I don't show any frame on there. I don't know if they're gonna have a new frame because they didn't kick out a new frame at the Halloween one. But yeah, I don't know. I don't see that. So
yeah,
well,
my next budget event was not this one. It would have been either I'm saving for either the Christmas, New Year's one or the one that'll happen around like Valentine's Day. If a spring, we'll go with a spring event. That sounds better. So,
um,
so when I was shocked when this one came up, I was like, oh, they are doing Thanksgiving.
Eki, how
So,
do you know there's gonna be a Valentine's Day one? Are you talking to
I
developers? Do you have
oh
inside
no,
info?
no, I just have noticed a pattern that like there's 4 quarters in a year, and there seems to be about one event each quarter, and it doesn't always happen at the exact same time, but it kind of like it breaks up the gameplay and it breaks up the resource access and then engagement too.
I
So,
know. You know what you should
so
do? You should make a video and you
should
should say possible Valentine's event. I don't know. Just thinking. You're saving for it. There's a possibility that there's
that's a possibility. Just wait for it.
she is Woo. She's definitely a VIP 19. 100%. To the WWC, she's a VIP 19. No doubt. No doubt. She's past that, no? She's about to have her first broadcast that tomorrow.
Oh,
So
great.
wrapping up tonight, I think that's enough for the store. I've gone through this store like endless times, and I'm telling you, the bond badges are your number one thing. I will get the component chest, and for me personally, I will get these. They're not of good value, but because of the season, it's like unbelievable amount of gold to me to have just speedies to make troops, and that's about it. Other than that, like just save your bullets, save them up, and get what you want in the in here. I feel like there's just more value in the glitter event when you're saving the coins, because then you're talking about like red prints. I know some of you have saved for like the copter. You get a skin. There's just so much more in that glitter event for you when you save the coins, than going down this road. But listen, you could also go for the parts. Like this is not like, originally this is what the event is for. The only place you can get mass drone parts is in this event. So it's also another
Yeah.
place to go after drone parts if you really need them. This is your best value for a mass buy of drone parts. But also, if you're looking to invest in drone parts and you're okay with expanding and waiting and going the long route, the best sell that I see all the time, I love these weekly passes. I always say this right here, the
Yeah.
420 for $20. It's just like you're not going to get a better deal than that on drone parts. You just obviously have to extend it out and plan for long periods of time, but that's what the game is. So if you plan 420 in a month for $20 is your best deal on drone parts. So
I I am doing that currently to try to finally get my drone to 150.
ooh, the big 5,000 spend.
Yeah, we're
Mm.
chipping away at it.
What do you got right now? What are you up to?
I'm at 145, and then I think I just
No, how many drone parts?
oh, how many drum parts? 3,000.
Oh, you're getting there. You're getting there. You
Yep.
passed the halfway mark. 2,000 more to go. Well,
Yeah.
at
Yep. I'll
420 a
and then
clip.
I'll save them until yeah, it'll be good.
Yeah. Well, this event, by the way, it had drone parts in here in the event. I don't know how you
Mhm.
get them, but it definitely had them in here. So might.
That's what I was excited for. I saw drum parts and I was like,
Mm,
if this mini event has drum parts, I'm set.
hmm.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah. I was able to get to my 145 ahead of schedule because of the
Mm,
Halloween event and all the drum parts that dropped. So
yep.
that was pretty cool.
Yep. That's certainly a quick way on. So just
Yeah.
wrap it up for everybody tonight. And just let you know, for the season 5 perspective, nothing really crazy going on. I will tell you. First week and the second week appears to be more like the first week. We did have the train launch. Still getting into the train, figuring out the good old train that they have, where you can plunder people for their whiskey on the train that's going forward. So I'll get more into that as we progress and we figure out more about the train. Um, the second week, though, to be honest with you, it's been more of the same. For the first week, we're just figuring out the property, and the fighting will be beginning next week. It appears. I think it's like 8 days away or something, when we actually get to fight. So that I will be updating you on, and cannot wait. Baja! That's why I had to wrap up. I was waiting for you, brother. You finally got here. No, I can't keep going, man. I can't keep going. Not tonight. Um, already been dragging everybody through two different streams. We had two different streams, Baja, and then we had 2 hours, 2.5 at this point. We lost Bailey in the exchange. Anytime you lose Bailey, it's a bad night.
Bad day.
It's
Bad
a
day.
bad day at the office. Bad day at the office
Bad
for
day with
OQB.
bad day
Um,
at the office without the Baileys.
yes, yes, yes. But always good to see you, Baja. Working on your Killing with Baja video, so you will be out there in no time, Baja. Love that segment. It's so awesome. This Baja guy, I gotta get him. Hey, Baja, you want to do another killing show pretty soon? It was so much fun. I actually had so much fun. I was probably, when I did that event, I had taken over from you, Eki, at like hour 7 of the 24-hour show. I think it was,
Hmm.
what time did you come on? No, you were like hour what when you came on? It
Uh,
was early,
I
right?
was, yeah, I was like hour 1 or 2.
No, okay.
No,
So 2 to 4 or something. Then
2 to 4.
maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. So
Hmm.
by the time I hit Baja up, I think I was like hour. Do I still? I might have the schedule up.
It was
So,
the morning, wasn't it? Wasn't
oh
Baja
my god,
like
Baja was so far
the
into my day.
morning?
So hour
Yeah.
14. It was hour 14 to 16. I was
Yeah.
with Baja.
Okay.
All
So
right,
it was my morning.
and
I hopped on this. You guys were having so much fun.
dude, listen, I was grinding. Like it was hour 14 to 16, and I was like the ramp. I was like, man, I don't know if I could really do 24 hours. Like this is gonna be rough. Like I'm only hour 4, but you know what? I did that segment with Baja, and I just completely woke up. Like that dude killing people made me so alive. I was like, this guy is out of his mind, just straight up. Like the guy is just fun to kill with. I mean, well, you know, back in the day, Baha, I used to have what I called the kill crew, and just to have fun in the server, we used to ride around in packs, like we were a motorcycle gang or something, and just like randomly kill people. And we used to call it like the kill crew. We just used to go around, and that's just brought me back, man. It was just like so much fun, just hanging out and chatting and just killing and dude, I mean, teaching everybody the four square jumping, just awesome, just so much fun, man. That was so much fun. Um, Thanks for the stream. Yeah, Eric, thanks for being here, brother. Always. So,
Oh,
I
you're
know
wanted.
he just he just woke up. Weren't you at freaking Baja? You were at a rave, weren't you? I think you were like, I just got out of a rave, or you woke up, you were like hungover or something. You're just like, because I remember at the 14-hour mark, like 1400 hours, I was thinking to myself, oh my god, I'm already dragging, and now Baja's like asleep. Like Baja's just waking up. He's at a rave. He's gonna be all hungover. He can barely do anything. Yeah, see, he was at a rave. See, I know you were fried because I was fried, dude. I was on the air for 14 straight hours, just about. I only broke with I only broke like a couple times. I think I had just come back from Coxie. I had taken like an hour nap from Coxie because I was like, I got to take a break. And so at like hour 12, Coxie gave me like a break. Eki, your break was so I can actually have like dinner. I had dinner. I ate something with my wife, I think. And then Coxie's break was like so I could sleep for like an hour. And then
Oh, nice.
I came back. I just woke up. I came back to Baja. So me and Baja are both probably just completely dragging ass. Like we were just,
Oh, so you guys got your second win.
oh, we were
The Google win.
we were out of it. I was kind of like, hey,
I
Baja. And he's like, oh, man, what's going on? I'm like so hungover. And
Yeah.
next thing you know, it was like, Baja's like, all right, I guess I got to kill some stuff. Let me see what's going on. And then he just starts killing. And we both just completely came alive. I don't know what happened, but it was magic. It was natural
Beautiful.
magic. Yeah, it was fun. It was a good time. It's exactly why I do this. Because that was just a freaking blast. So good stuff, Baja. We'll definitely hook up and put something together for some programming. You know, give everybody a killing session. But anyway, tomorrow, Eki will be here. She says
Yes.
15 minutes before her debut. Hear this, Baja? Her debut show. Her debut show on the channel on for Tuesday. So join
Yeah,
her.
let's see how this goes.
Join her. She's got find out more about Eki. I promise you, if you do, you'll love her. She's fantastic, and yeah, she does good stuff. She does good work. And that is it. Anything else, Eki, to share before we bounce?
No, you guys are great. Do you play the game on PC?
Oh, there we go. Okay.
We're,
Okay.
we have full
It's
circle, and on that,
listen.
we love you all.
I feel like
Peace.
that's what I was talking about. This is the button pusher. The re-rant is what we try to circle back to. Avis, listen, let's double A is what I say. Double A. I will tell you this. I will leave you with this. You should. Hey, look, see your friend Epi is back. Look at
Yep.
that. Double A. I will leave you with. I'm happy that you deleted the game from your PC. Good work. That's good for you. There you go. Okay. And with that, folks, join Eki tomorrow, 15 minutes before server starts, before reset. All right. Other than that, thank you all very much for joining. Me and Eki say, QB and Eki out.
Peace.